Hello, beautiful. I'm just so happy that we can spend just a few moments together, that you're taking a pause from your day. And I want to remind you that you are love. You are loved. You are loved. I see so many people struggling right now. And the people that are struggling, it's increasing. The intensity is increasing because you're just almost in the place of recognizing who you actually are, the part of you that you forgot. And of course, you're loved, right? We talk about it many times that you're loved by the universe, by other beings in the universe, by your angels and guides and the galactics. What I want to talk about now is that you are loved by yourself. This is something you knew so deeply, so completely, without even a thought. And like all of us, you thought, what would it be like to have an experience where I forgot that, where I had to find love outside myself? What would that be like? What would it be like to have others validate me, recognize me, rejoice in me? Because I already have that experience. So, for whatever reason, and through multiple experiences, we have forgotten the fact that we love ourselves. And by the very fact that we love ourselves so deeply and so completely, and that we can courageously take on these experiences that seem they're not, oh my gosh, that seem that they are not embodying love, the courageous, the beauty, the magnificence of who you are is now coming into full awareness. And I know so many of you are, when am I ever going to find love? Am I going to have somebody in my family who loves me, a parent who loves me, a romantic partner who loves me, my children love me, who's going to understand me? I get all that. I do. We all want that. But I can guarantee you, the moment you recognize I love myself, that's all I need, and the rest is a bonus, the rest is a cherry on top, that's when it shifts and turns like that. And not all of us have asked for the experience of not having love in our lives in a really present way. But some of you have picked some really tough experiences because it seems like through multiple experiences, you have forgotten the center of yourself, which is love. So you chose this life experience, may just feel lost and abandoned and discarded. It's like your AP calculus class. It's like a tough, tough class. It's not necessarily a class, but it's the experience. How do I remember? How do I get back to center? That's what this life experience is about. It's how do I get back to center? And it may seem impossible to love yourself when you don't feel it around you, or you can't find that person. It's not in your family, it's not in your love life. Just start with, just start with, I trust. And if you made it this far listening to me, perhaps you trust me. Start there. I trust Christine. I'm resonating with her on some level because I'm watching this video. I see you. I see who we all are. We come from love. And then from that space, we express ourselves in many different ways through many, many different experiences. So trust that I love myself. Somewhere deep, deep, deep and down, I know this to be my truth. Remember, truth changes as experience changes. So in one moment, you know so deeply that you love yourself, an experience comes in, and that changes that truth. And then you start to believe that truth. You start to believe, I'm not lovable. I'm not loved. In a way, it's smoke and mirrors. It's a diversion. And that's okay. That's this. We live a human life so we can have many, many different experiences. But it's not about suffering. It's not about not understanding ourselves, not understanding one another. It has been about that, right? It has been about that. So when I say I love you, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. And I can say that because I love myself. And I absolutely understand the core connection of love that exists between all beings, whether it looks like it or not, whether it feels like it or not. It's like oxygen. Love always exists. It's not always expressed, it's not always felt, it's not always received, but it's always here. And just as we have oxygen within us, and water within us, and minerals within us, we have love within us. So maybe you just start with, I love myself. How does that feel? Unbelievable? Uncomfortable? Fantastic? Many people talk about a daily practice. If it feels right to you, make this your daily practice. I love myself. And say it the best way you can. Maybe you whisper it. Maybe you say it in your head. Maybe you write it out. Then you get brave and you look in the mirror and you say, I love myself. And one day you're like, I truly do. I love myself. And then you're starting to say it without even thinking. And get yourself through the uncomfortable part. Maybe it's, I'm learning that it's possible to love myself. I'm open to the idea that it's possible to love myself. Start wherever you are. And the more you do that, the more you start recognizing it from other people. And if you're the person who already recognizes that you love yourself and life is going really well and you're feeling really good about everything, be the space holder, be the candle for the next person. Look people in the eye, give a smile. Let that flow from you. Be the model, be the example of what loving yourself is like. Because when you love yourself, you cannot help but express it out to others. And for most of us, it's still a learning curve. We're still up and down. So there may be days where, maybe not even days, maybe moments where you forget. And it's not that easy to express it to someone else. And that's okay too. I just want to remind you that everything you are, everything you desire to be, everything your hopes and dreams and wishes is right here. It's within you. There's other participants that make it seem like it makes it a more enjoyable life. And yes, it does. It absolutely does. But it comes from within. Such a simple thing that's really hard at times to grasp and understand and hold on to. And part of loving yourself, truly loving yourself, is accepting that. That this is a hard one for me. I don't understand it. I hear it. I just don't know how to activate it. So start with, it's possible. Trust. Just start with, it's possible. And then watch your life transform. But make love your daily practice. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And you know what I just did? I not only said that for myself, but anybody in this entire planetary system, in this universe, if they pause and go to that silent space, I have to just close your eyes, you will hear, I love myself. It won't be in my voice or my vibration, it will be in your vibration. It will be something you can attach to. I didn't say Christine loves myself. Christine loves me. I didn't say Christine loves you. I say I love myself. I rejoice in myself. I delight in myself. I'm excited for myself. I like myself, but I love myself. I love myself. So grab a hold of that, embrace it, gobble it up, learn that it's possible. Maybe it's just a fantasy right now, and that's okay. But go into the fantasy. Can you imagine what life would be like? It's already here. It's already within you. It's already within you. I love you. I see you. I understand you. And I do rejoice with you. Until next time.